Hi, I'm Mr. Sam, the allotment man. That's my dad, and today we're going to have a look and see what's been going on. So, what's been going on? Well, we've got some problems. He's not one of them, for a change. We've got a few problems with bugs, and we've got a problem with our pumpkins, and we've got a problem with a couple of weeds. So let's go and have a look to see what our problems look like. Right then, so we've got a problem with our pumpkins. We came down and we found this. I know, it's terrible. We didn't know what it was. It's just all gone a bit crispy and it's a bit holy and all that sort of stuff. But we have interrogated our fellow plottatera. Plottatera? Is that a good word?
No.
No, no. The person next door about what it is. And that's Ray. And he's been here for like years, before the trees, to be honest. And he says it is our black beetle, which we have seen on our other bits and pieces, and they've now decided to move house and come over here. And the black beetle eats the leaves and they die, which is a bit tragic. But he says, don't fear, because we were ready to pick our pumpkins, but he says, don't do that. What you need to do is wash the beetles off. Now, I'm not sure if our beetles are actually just gone, actually, or they've laid eggs or something, I'm not sure. So all you do to get your beetles to go is to get your hose pipe and come and wash it all off once a week. So we know that now, so that's what we will do. You could use pesticides, but that defeats the whole object of the grow your own job, so we're not going to do that. Okay, so we'll give it a quick spray down, try and get all the bits off, but we're going to leave it. So there's our disaster. But we are going to show you our pumpkins. So let's have a quick look at our pumpkins. Here we go.
Right, what have we got here? Yeah, there's a good one. See, and you hear that?
Yeah, we can hear that, I think.
They're so big you get an echo.
Marvellous.
Marvellous. Oh, another one of a different colour. Oh, I'm getting too old for this. Oh dear.
Now, Dad, what do we do to stop that from happening?
You sit here.
You sit there
and hold it up like this.
Yeah, and
or you pop it on a leaf like that, and that just keeps it off the ground a bit. You see? And yeah, sorry, I was getting too old for this. Oh, and this one's rolled. It's grown so much. God, it's heavy. It's gone off the leaf we had it on, so we stick it on some more. Some people put them on pieces of wood, but we haven't got any. Oh yes, we have. Like that one. You'll see.
Oh, it's on a bit of wood.
So I just stops it getting the damp constantly into it, because they will rot even though they're alive. And they're getting a lovely colour.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think.
So there we have it, our pumpkins and our pumpkin patch. As you can see, my dad is busily putting all the pumpkins now onto their leaves to stop them rotting. That's our top tip. Okay. Now, a lot of you had asked, if I say a lot, one person asked if my dad could do a bit more talking, and I reckon he should be in the front of the show rather than myself. Not sure what to think about that.
You have to speak to my agent.
He's got an agent now. See what you've done, he's got an agent now, and he's brought himself a microphone, which is ridiculous. But there you are, we'll be able to hear him a little bit better, and we'll see if he's got anything interesting. Don't cough down the microphone. Thank you. Okay, see if he's got anything interesting to say. Obviously that was his little first bit, is talk about the pumpkins there. Riveting, I'm sure. So that's our pumpkins. Now let's have a look, see what else has been going on. It's all right.
I think it's
What?
come off.
What have you done?
It's come off.
What do you mean it's come off?
It's
Hang on.
come off.
What's come off?
Can you sew it back on?
What? This?
Sorry. It fell off.
What do you mean it's not even ripe yet? Well, it's starting to ripen, look. That'd have been nice.
Sorry.
You picked it, didn't you?
No, I fell on it.
What do you mean? You fell on it?
Life's just sod, isn't it?
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We've picked our first pumpkin. Not quite ripe, but if we leave it in the sun, it might go ripe. I'm not sure. Tell us
Yes.
about ripening the pumpkins when they're not on. Not bad. It's going a little bit orange.
It shows you have to be careful.
That was a demonstration. You have to be careful, apparently. Are you going to pick any more, or are you going to be careful? I'm going to be careful. He's going to be careful. There we are. Let's have a look at our parsnips and swedes.
Oh! Just joking.
Okay, so here we are at our turnips and swedes. So we have figured out that these ones are the turnips, aren't they? They're white roots, turnips. Yep. And the swedes are over there, and they've got the red roots.
Yes.
So there you go. Right, so what has happened since we looked at them last? Well, the turnips have been eaten by caterpillars, and they were that. Pardon?
They're turnips. That's Swedes.
Oh yeah, right. The swedes have been eaten, okay, basically by caterpillars. So we just pulled off the leaves. There were so many of them, we sort of gave up really. But we left the small leaves on there, and they're coming up again, and now they're covered with the black beetles.
Fine. Yes, we're getting everything.
We got it all here. Apparently it's quite a regular thing. And they're munching their way. So what we'll do, we'll spray them with the water. With water.
Yeah.
Later on, and knock them off. Okay, and these are our turnips.
Yes.
Okay, and they're doing all right. I mean, they're not exactly.
They're huge, but they're all right.
Are you going to pull one up or not?
Well, that's not ready, but I mean that one is ready.
All right, pull it up then. Let's.
Oh, I don't like to.
We're going to have to.
Oh, this one.
That's it. Pull that one up. If it looks like it's sort of like.
Well, it looks like parsnip.
Well, pull it up. It's not parsnip. It's.
See, not huge.
Not huge, but it'll do the job.
Stir fry those.
Yeah, stir fry. So there we are. So that's a success.
You like stir fry?
Yeah. There you go. So we'll have that. So that's good.
Can you cook it?
Can I cook it? I will tonight. Oh, well, I'm going out.
You heard that on TV?
Yeah. All right. So there we are. So they're doing all right. They're not done great, but it's the first year, and it's all we can put in. All right. So that's it. Brilliant. So that's the turnips and the swedes. Let's go and have a look to see what's going on in our new butterfly enclosure. It's not an enclosure for a butterfly, it's an exclosure, because it's got to keep the butterflies out. An enclosure keeps them in, and an exclosure keeps them out.
That sounds not quite right.
Oh, it works for me. There we are. So let's go and have a look over there. Right, so let's have a look inside the butterfly net and see what we've got going on. So we're going to lift our bit up, unhook it, watch out for it catching, and then slide it along. And we'll leave it up there. Brilliant. Okay, so what have we got inside? Well, inside we've got our brassicas, which are our Brussels sprout brassicas, and they're doing well. You can't see me because Dad's in front of the camera.
sorry.
But no problem. Okay, so our brassicas are there, and they're all right. They're not massive or anything. I mean, next door, he's got like Brussels sprouts coming already.
Really?
Yeah, but we haven't yet, so we might have to go pinch some of his. The other day we did come down and we did pick off some caterpillars, and I think we got rid of them because obviously I think they must have been laid before we put up our nets. And we've also got some beetroot down here, which have done very well. We've done very well with beetroot this year. They've been brilliant, haven't they? Very good. We've got 2 left. Do we need to take any more home? No, so we'll leave them there, best in the ground. All right. We have pickled a lot. There we are. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good idea. Christmas present. Right now, and also, it's very cheap. And we've got weeds coming back again, and we're going to dig them out. We're not going to spray them. We're going to just dig them out and keep on digging them out. So that's what we're going to do next. So there we are. Other from that, it's all great inside here. Brilliant. What are you doing? Just taking off the old leaves. Good. Right, let's move on and have a look at the rest of the plot. So the rest of the plot, here it is. Not a lot going on really. This bed is going to be finished off. We're going to do another like 2 feet to make that the full bed. Weeds are not coming back really. Obviously we've got the little ones that are like airborne seed, but that's all that. Nothing really a big problem over there. This side, still we haven't done any work on it because it's sort of like being our dumping ground. That's going to be the last place, and that is where our wood pile will then magically turn into some pallet boxes, which will be our compost bins. Okay, so we'll have 3 of them over there, and hopefully all this lot should be pretty much dead. It's quite dead because we've got it covered. So that's pretty much it. And of course, well, this shed is doing very well.
Stay out of the shed.
Stay out of the shed. You're not qualified to come in this shed.
No.
Well, not quite yet. We'll show you the inside of the shed next time, maybe. So, no entry, you've been told.
You'll be surprised.
Yeah, a lot been going on. So we're going to get on with doing some weeding and some digging, and then we'll come back with some final thoughts when we're finished.
Yeah.
I do think it's time.
Who forgot to bring the tea?
You made the tea.
I did.
Have you brought it?
No.
We're not going to have a cup of tea, it looks like. You made the flask of tea.
2 flasks.
2 flasks. Are they in the kitchen?
Yep.
Nice. There you go.
Sitting there.
Right, final thoughts in a bit. So there we have it. We've been down here for a couple of 3 hours, and we've finished off our 3rd bed, and we have hopefully rescued our pumpkins and other various plants from the dreaded black beetle. I say dreaded, it's not exactly terrifying, but it eats everything. And we did that just by spraying them, you know, with water, not with chemicals or anything. You could use chemicals, but there's no point because we want to do it nicely. So we have sprayed them all so they've all run away, so that's good. We're going to do that once a week. What we've done, we've weeded that, and so it's all great. So our final thoughts of the day. If you're making tea and you're putting it in a flask, remember to bring it, because we haven't been able to have a cup of tea down here. It's been quite depressing. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go home,
Have a cup of tea.
and we're going to have a cup of tea. So thanks very much for watching, and thanks very much for tuning in. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so.
I have.
And I know you have, that's do. Because we want to try and get some more people watching, which will be great. So if you know someone and you think they might enjoy it, share the link with them and get them to subscribe. And let's see if we can get to 2,000 subscribers before Christmas. It's very exciting. But from me,
Christmas.
Mr. Sam the Allotment Man, and my dad, happy growing.